Hello, Andy from ReRoof USA. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways, say, that you can improve your website and actually beat some of your competitors online. Now, I don't want to waste your time, Andy, so I'm going to actually make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video, though, you do want to hear more information or have some more questions, feel free to reach out. We could just set up a 5-minute phone call, and I could answer those for you. If not, no big deal. I'm going to give you actually a bunch of free tips in here that you could apply yourself. Or if you guys do it in-house, or maybe you even have someone that you outsource this to, you could actually show them and they should be able to use it as well. All right, so the 3 things we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So I'm on your page now. We're going to start with the content. And I'm looking to see about how many words of content you guys have on your site. And it looks like you guys probably have, I would say, under 300 or 400 words of content on your homepage. Google actually recommends having about 1,500. And the reason that they want so much is they know if you have that much content, you're offering out a lot of information. Essentially, it's a service you're offering out with all that information. People want to find it. Google wants them to find it. They're actually going to help you rank higher because of it. The other thing you could do is have a blog, which I know can be a bit of work to maintain. But even having one set up, with some posts on it, and even if you don't post as regularly as some people probably do, but, fairly regularly, it would probably still help you out and Google would rank those higher. I'm also going to just show you, I just picked Atlanta as a search. I know you guys are kind of all over the place on the eastern side, so picking, one state, was a bit of a challenge. But I just went with Atlanta because I had some other companies here as well that I had talked to. So I'm going to use Mr. Roofer as my example. And if we just look at their site, we're going to just do a quick comparison. We want to see other companies that are doing really well to compare your site to, and you could use some of the same strategies they use on your site. So if we look at Mr. Roofer, they don't have anywhere near 1,500 words of content either. Looks like they have a couple hundred here. And let's see, do they have a blog? Because a blog also would work the exact same way. It gives a lot of tips, strategies. People love reading them. Google loves ranking them higher as well. Let's see, I don't see a blog for them, but they don't have the content. So ideally, anyone we're comparing to, if you beat them in the 3 categories that we're going to talk about today, of course, first one being content, then you're going to be able to beat them overall in any area, or more nationally as you guys are kind of ranking as well. But the other reason it's important to have a lot of content is the more content you do have, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put into that content. Just for our example, of course, I've done roofing Atlanta, Georgia. And if we put that in, there's a lot of search volume attached to this phrase. And people search this every single month. And the first thing they're going to find are these companies that are paying for ads at the top of the page, right? Next thing they're going to find is this map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up in this little preview window here. And these 3, because they show up on the main page, they're going to get the majority of all the calls and the clicks as well to their website as far as visitors. Companies that you have to view all, most people aren't going to click that. And the way to get on here, this is through citations, and that's our second topic. And the way to get these is just to get your business name, address, phone number, all listed into directory sites like Home Advisor, Yelp, Yellow Pages, just to name a few. After that, we're going to get to the organic section. We're going to have 10 results show up on every page. This is really true with any Google search you do. Now, these results show up in reference to Roofing Atlanta, GA, so we can rank these according to our keywords. So number 1 for this keyword is Mr. Roofer Atlanta. Number 2 is going to be New Image Roofing Atlanta. 3 is going to be Roofing Atlanta INC for commercial roofing. All right, so next I'm just going to go and take your website, ReRoofUSA.com. I'm going to plug it into a program I use called Ahrefs. This helps me kind of see how your site's currently performing. And the first thing I noticed is I don't see a header on the top of your page. If you did, it would be above here. And if I just hop over to Mr. Roofers, you can see what theirs looks like. That would show up at the top of your page. You can get your business name as well as a few keywords in there as well. It allows Google to find you a little bit easier in searches. All right, and then our third topic is the backlinks. So right now you guys are showing up for 778 backlinks. These are just links that when people click on them, it's going to redirect them back to your website. And these links go on these referring domains or other websites. So right now you have 45 other websites that you have these links on. So 778 links on those 45 sites. Now, when people click on the links, they redirect it. A perfect example of this is a Facebook business page, right? If you guys had one for ReRoof USA, then that would be your referring domain, would be your Facebook business page. And then the part where it has your web address, that would be your backlink, where you plug that little link in just like this. And when someone clicks it, it's going to redirect them back there. Now, the more websites you have pointing back at yours, these sites are vouching for you. It's going to raise your UR number, which is your trust with Google. And the higher this gets, it's going to help power up your site. And then we also have the DR number. These are the two most important numbers. The DR is your power behind your site. So yours right now is a little low. Ideally, you want these pretty close to even. With your trust being an 11, we can find about 78 keywords you're currently being found in Google searches for. And your power is a 6, and we can see that 26 of your 45 websites are pretty strong ones. So you've got a lot that probably aren't doing as much. So definitely increasing some of these referring domains and backlinks to stronger sites that are more reliable is going to help power these up as well. With the 78 keywords you have, these are what really bring in the visitors. We can find that you're bringing about 33 visitors in per month to your site. So let's take a quick look at the keywords. Let's see how you guys are performing with these and where the traffic's coming from. So first up, we have your name, ReRoof USA. 20 people do search you by name exactly like that. You guys are in the first position, so top 10 make the first page. That's really where you want to be, because 80 to 85% of people will not go to page 2. So you're going to get the majority of your visitors from page 1. So because you guys are number 1, you're getting 7 actual visitors from the 20 coming to your website. So next is reroofing company. I'm going to skip down. Let's just see. You guys have a lot having to do with your name. All right, and then we do have USA Metal Roofs, which is part of your name, but it's also for you guys because you're national. It is kind of just a regular keyword for you. So 150 people search this every month. You guys are ranked 20. So the problem with that is it's the bottom of page 2. So as a result, you're only getting 0.27 of 1 visitor to your website for that one. So definitely I would say recommending more keywords that have to do not with your name, but bringing in potentially new customers. And typically I would say attach ones with location. So if we're doing Atlanta, for instance, I would say go with roofing Atlanta, Georgia, or even roofing Atlanta, and then target those. And the main cities, if you guys have that you work in more than others, or if you want to just target all of them, I'd recommend that as well. It would bring you in a ton of traffic. But we can see right now, just looking at your actual traffic, really all of your visitors are coming from these top, it's about 10, but it's probably like 9 or 10 keywords here. And you can see this is where they're all coming from here. And these are the ones you're all on the first page, except you have 2 here that you're actually on the top of page 2. And there's not huge results, but you're getting something from them. Now let's just take a quick look at Atlanta Mr. Roofer, right? So they have their headers here, 442 referring domains building their trust up to a 37. And over 60,000 backlinks on those 442 pages, bringing them back to Mr. Roofer Atlanta. 543 is how many keywords they're being found for because of their high trust value here. And they're bringing in about 14,000 visitors to their site every single month. All right, so we're going to take a look at their keywords. First thing we see, roofing repairs Atlanta. This is a great keyword for bringing in new customers. This is what I was talking about with you guys, specific service with a location. 300 people search that, so that alone is a big one. They're number 2, so they're going to go ahead and pick up 51 visitors to their website just based off of 1 keyword because it's a big volume, 300. And then if we jump down here, look at another 300. They're number 2, so they're going to get another 46. So just from these 2, they're getting almost 100 visitors. 100 visitors typically is between 20 and 30 actual phone calls, probably to your phone number. And then really depending whatever your closing percentages are, it's typically on the low side, probably 2 to 4 jobs per month. So you see a roof repair Atlanta, Georgia, 150. Roofing contractors Atlanta, 150. Good volume on all these. Roofing company Marietta, Georgia, 400. And these just really start to add up and giving them more and more visitors. All right, so for you guys, obviously it's 3 choices now that you have all the info, right? Obviously if you guys are happy with where you're at, maybe you're getting a lot of business from your GMB or through ads or something, then obviously you don't have to do anything with the information if you're not looking to expand in this way. If you guys do have someone you already work with, whether it's in-house or someone that you guys outsource to, you could show them the video as long as they do this, of course, and they could help you out with this as well. Number 3, if you guys don't have anyone you use, really want to grow the company, We could just set up a quick 5-10 minute phone call. I can answer any questions for you and give you guys some more information. I'll give you a call anyway for follow-up just to see what your guys' thoughts were in the video and if it was helpful to you. Thank you for your time and have a great day.